church members every pastor prays to have. There are members in a church that make the work of the pastor to be easy. There are members in a church that make the heart of the pastor to rejoice while doing the work. There are members in a church that keep the fire of the church burning high. Every pastor prays to have such members. And I pray that you will be one of those members that a pastor prays to have. These are members that are pillars in the kingdom. These are members that the pastor can boast of in their presence and outside their presence. The pastor is proud of them at every time. In 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 9 to 15, he said, do thy diligence, Paul writing to Timothy, do thy diligence to come shortly unto me, for Demas hath forsaken me, having loved the present world, and is departed unto Thessalonica, Christians to Galatia, Titus unto Dalmatia. Only Luke is with me. These are members that are present always with the pastor. Only Luke is with me. They don't forsake the pastor. Take Mark and bring him with thee, for he is profitable to me for the ministry. These are members that the pastor will see, and he will say, you are a profit to my life and a profit to my ministry. He said, take Mark with you because it's profitable to me in ministry. And then when you jump to verse 14, he said, Alexander the coppersmith did me much evil, the Lord reward him. You know, among the members, there are some that do the pastor evil. And Apostle Paul, as patient as he was, Apostle Paul, as godly as he was, Apostle Paul said, may God reward Alexander the coppersmith for his evil that he has done unto me. So when you do good in your church, when you do good to make your pastor's heart glad, you will reap the good. When you do evil, it is the same evil that is going to bounce back to you. The word of God said, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever seed a man sow, that he shall also reap. Galatians chapter 6 and verse number 9. And I tried to look at some of the members last week. I look at number 1 to number 6. Let me just mention number 1. I talk about planted members. The word of God said in Psalm 92 verse 13, he said, those that are planted in the house of our God. So there are members that are planted. They are not shifting members. They don't shift from one place to the other. They don't have 3 churches. There are members that are in church. They have more than one church. They have more than one pastor. So there is no way they can demonstrate faithfulness. They can't demonstrate faithfulness. They are not planted. You can just understand a member that is planted. When you plant a tree, today you uproot it, you take it to another place. The next day you uproot it, you take it to another place. What will be the life of that tree? It will die. There are members that are roving members. They move from one place to the other. And that is why you see that you can hardly find them. They are not consistent in the church. When you think that they did not come to church, they are at home. They are not at home. They have attended another church. Then the next Sunday, they will attend another one. So, this pastor believed that is my member. The other pastor believed that is my member. The other pastor also believed is my member. But at the end, you will discover that all the pastors, they know you as somebody who is not serious. Because none of them will find you to be faithful. Because you are not committed to any of them. You cannot serve two masters. It is Jesus that said it. He said you cannot serve two masters at the same time. It's not possible. You cannot be faithful to them. The same way. So we have planted members. These are the members that every pastor prayed for. Anywhere they are, let them travel from here to the north, to the east, to the south, to the west. Let them travel out of the country. Their heart is still with the pastor. Their heart is still with the pastor. Number 2, we talk about prayerful members. Prayerful members keep the engine of the church running. Prayerful members are a kind of wall to their family, a wall of divine protection to their family, a wall of protection to the church, a wall of protection to their own life. And you know that when evil is not touching you, your pastor will have time for